and gentlemen, welcome back to OTS News. My name is Mean Marky D. Pile driving geeks since 1973. The biggest mark in the IWC. Tonight on Monday Night Raw, Bobby Lashley, the new WWE Champion, promises an almighty era will begin on Monday night. Now, this is very, very unlikely according to my close and personal sources. The only thing almighty on Monday Night Raw is certainly not Bobby Lashley, even though he is doing his thing as world champion. The only thing almighty on Monday Night Raw, folks, for example, is Dana Brooke's napkin folding ability. Another thing almighty on Monday night is the failure known as Bruce Pritchard, because he is completely incapable of writing a decent 3-hour program on Monday nights. Another thing, for example, that is almighty is Titus's Chicken Parmesan. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Chicken Parmesan is tonight's special with the 5 cheeses, hand selected by Titus, and you don't have to worry about Dana Brooke stealing the cheese, because Titus locked up his refrigerator inside the kitchen. It looks like goddamn Fort Knox. Tonight's drink special at the bar, ladies and gentlemen, is Asuka's Toasted Rice Lager. This one comes in at a 4.9 ABV, and we have it available tonight in bottle and draft. Just make sure you ask your bartender. You have a couple of these, and let me tell you something, man. You'll be disappearing just like Asuka has done right before Wrestlemania with the Raw Women's Championship. We will be right back on the podcast after this small musical commercial break.
Let's see it.
back to OTS News. My name is Mean Marky D, and what you just heard were the sweet sounds of Wipeout Audio. That one was called Black Tar. In other news, WWE released its latest Wrestlemania poster with the tagline of Back in Business. And on the new revised poster, we see Bugs. Really? Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny is on the WrestleMania. Is it Bugs Bunny or Bad Bunny, huh? No, I know. You're giving me wrong information over here. Who's writing these scripts for me to read live on the air, huh? It's Bad Bunny, not what's up, Doc? No! Go get me a plate of chicken parmesan and shut your mouth! I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes I let my unprofessional behavior get the best of me. WWE has included Bad Bunny on the WrestleMania poster and conveniently left out Asuka, who is the Raw Women's Champion, and conveniently left out Daniel Bryan, who more than likely will be in a triple threat match at WrestleMania 37, challenging for the Universal Championship against Roman Reigns and Edge. But I guess Bad Bunny being included at WrestleMania is more important than all of their active roster. I tell you, man, Bruce Pritchard, he doesn't know how to upstage himself every single week. Ladies and gentlemen, last call is right now. Come up to the bar and get your Asuka's Toasted Rice Lager. And make sure you get a couple of them because I know you definitely want to disappear just like Asuka has done on Monday Night Raw because this show absolutely sucks. It is now time for the Raw Post Show with your host, JD from New York.
Monday Night Raw and the road to WrestleMania are god-awful. We are live, man! This show absolutely is terrible, man. WrestleMania season is proving to be the absolute worst ever, and Vince McMahon doesn't give a damn about it. He doesn't. Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre is confirmed for WrestleMania. But why? How? We're not even done with Fastlane yet. I'd love for you to explain that one to me. Mustafa Ali versus Matt Riddle for the United States Championship. Randy Orton and Alexa Bliss booked in a mixed tag team match. An intergender match at Fastlane. I doubt it. And we got Nickelodeon on Monday Night Raw, man. I'm waiting for Mark Summers to come out and tell me it's Double Dare. Are you kidding me? All this plus your WrestleMania ticket news and rumors and news on the Hall of Fame right here on the only post show you need on your Monday night. This is the Monday Night Raw post show on Off the Script.
This fucking foliage? Is this what you want? Mr. Dips? Is this what you want? Me standing in front of EC3 buying designer coats? Is this what you want? Me sitting in some hipster hotel in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, fluffing pillows? Is this what you want? I don't believe this. This graffiti art, it's the hotels, avocado toast. All I want is a fucking Guinness. An ice cold Guinness.
What the hell does that mean?
Oh, this is what you wanted. This is your Monday Night Raw review right here on Off the Script.
What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. This is your Monday Night Raw post show for March 15th. It's not Stone Cold Steve Austin Day yet, but I got a clip regarding Stone Cold in just a little bit. It's not Stone Cold Day yet, like they teased with R-Truth tonight, but this is your Monday Night Raw post show, man, right here on Off the Script. I appreciate you guys joining me this evening. This show is an absolute, I have no words, man. I want to use abomination. I want to use embarrassment. I want to use pathetic. This show is absolutely a shell of its former self, man. Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon were on tonight's show, and I'll get into what they did in a little bit. But just to give you a quick summary of the overall vibe of this show, Shane McMahon was playing hopscotch outside the ring during his match with Braun Strowman tonight, quote-unquote match. I use that term very loosely, match. And then at the end of all of this between Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon dumps 2 buckets of green slime all over Braun Strowman. I wasn't sure at this point if I was watching a professional wrestling program or if I was to sit and wait for Mark Summers to come out there and start yelling double dare. I'm not sure who asked for this on the road to WrestleMania. Again, I ask, does this feel like WrestleMania season to you? I don't know whether I'm watching WrestleMania season or the build-up for WWE main event. What are we getting here? It's truly pathetic. And they don't give a shit. Why would they? They got Peacock. They got Saudi Arabia. They got Fox. They got NBC Universal. They don't need us. They could put whatever they want on these fucking shows. They don't need us. The one thing that pissed me off, believe it or not, wasn't even the slime. The one thing that pissed me off tonight, and you know I'm going to mention this, and I highly doubt anybody else is going to make this comment here because everybody's like, oh, well, they had 3 other great matches, man. I could watch them wrestle all day, man. WWE, they booked Bobby Lashley to defend the WWE title against Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. Now, we all knew we were going to get that match at WrestleMania, but the question as far as the fan base goes, and the question that we needed answered on the weekly program, was how Drew McIntyre was going to get into WrestleMania. They made this match, they materialized this thing out of thin air. And in the middle of a promo, Drew McIntyre, he's confronting Bobby Lashley. He's going on and on and on about how they're going to main event WrestleMania, and he wants the WWE title back, and he's going on about their 17-year career and the journeys that each guy took to get here. But in the middle of this promo to Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre mentions that he's got to go through Sheamus first at Fastlane. But I thought I just heard Tom Phillips mention that Bobby Lashley was defending the WWE title against Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. So I gotta ask, Vince. I gotta ask, Bruce. I gotta ask the creative team back there. Did nobody catch wind of this not making sense? You booked a WWE title match for WrestleMania that doesn't make sense right now. We all knew it was going to happen, but then you tell us that Drew McIntyre's got to go through Sheamus first. He just gave away the Fastlane match. Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. So I got to ask, now that Drew McIntyre is getting the WWE title match at WrestleMania, why exactly does he need to wrestle Sheamus at Fastlane? Why is this match happening? Now, I figured like a fucking idiot that Drew McIntyre would have to wrestle Sheamus, and that would be a last man standing match. That match would be a number one contender for the WWE title at WrestleMania. The winner of that match goes on to wrestle Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania for the WWE title. But I am hearing this tonight, and I'm like, all right, so we got the WrestleMania main event, and we got McIntyre Sheamus at Fastlane, but now doesn't this make the McIntyre Sheamus match absolutely unimportant? Doesn't this make the match overly predictable? Who the fuck expects Sheamus to beat Drew McIntyre now that you already announced what the main event of WrestleMania is going to be? Nobody's thinking Sheamus is going to main event WrestleMania. But everything that I said leading up to Fastlane, I've gotten comments about, oh, you're a hater and you don't know what you're talking about. So you mean to tell me the way that they handled the announcement of the WWE Championship match for WrestleMania was better than what I had said? And if you go back, not only with what they did tonight, if you go back, everything that they did leading up to tonight was absolutely fucking worthless. The Elimination Chamber, worthless. Everybody in that chamber, worthless. The WWE title match was announced for WrestleMania with nothing behind it. It just happened. Drew McIntyre didn't do anything coming out of the Money in the Bank cash-in by The Miz. And we all thought, well, he's got to beat Sheamus now. And they didn't even go and do that. Yeah, you want me to sit there and, oh man, I can't wait. Look at how everything, that one announcement at the top of the show for McIntyre and Lashley at WrestleMania made everything about tonight and everything about Fastlane absolutely fucking unimportant. What are they fighting for? Are they fighting for honor now? Why would McIntyre want to willingly fight Sheamus? There's a struggle here between doing what is right and being a fucking idiot. Why would you want to go out there and wrestle Sheamus and ruin your chances against Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania? Because you know Sheamus is going to beat the shit out of you. Why do you need to wrestle him? Why does McIntyre need to wrestle him if the match means nothing? You didn't give us a reason for the match to happen. Now it's just happening and it doesn't matter. But what the fuck do I know, man? What do I know? I'm some 40-year-old virgin living in his mother's basement with the blow-up doll underneath the fucking couch like all the geeks on social media say. But I'm smarter than every fucking one of you put together, man. And you don't know jack shit. This show is absolutely fucking garbage. Absolutely trash is Monday Night Raw. I don't expect them to make sense of everything, but Jesus fucking Christ. You mean to tell me you put that out there and nobody realized that you made everything fucking useless on Sunday's pay-per-view? I don't get it. I really don't understand it, man. And I guarantee you I'm the only one to complain about that in the entire community. I didn't see one fucking person on Twitter mention that at all but me. I guess you don't care, right? Because you're getting good old classic wrestling at Fastlane. Fuck you. I want it to make sense. At least somewhere in between, I want it to make sense. Why is McIntyre there? Why is Sheamus even fucking there? He don't fucking care anymore. He's not even going to be at WrestleMania. Why the fuck does he want to wrestle? Oh, my God. Anyway, guys, we're going to go over what happened on tonight's show. Going to break it down. Ali, Riddle for the United States title. Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin versus The New Day for the Raw Tag Team titles. And the absolutely embarrassing match that WWE thinks is good enough for AJ Styles at WrestleMania. Imagine that. Imagine going into WrestleMania 37, what could possibly be the most important WrestleMania of our generation, and AJ Styles has zero plans. Boy, that creative team really must be happy with the job that they're doing, man. I'd go to sleep every night fucking cursing everybody that I work with. What a joke. An absolute joke. And we'll go over the Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon dialogue, which I'm going to have a fucking blast with, man. I'm going to have a blast with. Plus the WrestleMania ticket sales, what happened? They were supposed to be on sale as of tomorrow. No longer. There's a reason for that, a very good reason for that. And I got news on the Hall of Fame and the fact that it's not going to be a live show this year. But thank you guys so very much for joining me, man. Off the Script, Raw Post Show. We got 1,600 in the chat right now. 340 likes on the live stream. Let's get that up, guys. If you're not here to hit that thumbs up, listen, I thank you for being here, man. But if you guys are here and have not hit the thumbs up, and after that opening monologue, good enough for a thumbs up, hit the thumbs up. Let's try for 750 likes on the live stream tonight. That is the goal, so make sure you guys go out and do that. It helps out every bit when you hit that thumbs up. Super chats are open if you guys want to hang out at the end of the show. We usually save them for the end of the show. It's becoming people's favorite segment of the podcast. Get them on in. Chat is open. We'll hang out at the end of the show. Make sure you guys follow me on social media at JDfromNY206. That's Twitter and Instagram. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. If you guys want to go and get your t-shirts, bonfire.com is the place. Bonfire.com is the exclusive home of Off the Script. If you guys missed any of the other videos on the channel this past weekend, we had a great episode of Off the Script, episode 368. We talked about Andrade seeing Almas and the fact that he asked for his WWE release and how WWE should be embarrassed at the fact that they got somebody as talented as Andrade on their roster and they're absolutely burying him into the ground. So we talk about that. We also go over why the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships are a complete waste of fucking time. And I rant on that as well in the way that they handled that on Wednesday night. Very good listen. Go and check that out. And everything else you might have missed, links are down below in the description of this very video. Critiques and Connoisseurs. My other channel with my buddy Jason. My partner, Big Hodge. We got Critiques and Connoisseurs. Episode 3 went up on Saturday. If you guys have not gone out of your way to watch that. Really good stuff there. We talk about the Ultimate Warrior and the Ultimate Zinfandel. WWE issued Ultimate Warrior wine. Go and check that out as we drink the blood of the Warrior. And we talk about our favorite Ultimate Warrior moments from our childhood, man. Great stuff there. And we got a teaser for this coming Saturday's Critiques and Connoisseurs as well. And it's Stone Cold Steve Austin related. So make sure you guys go and check that out. Link for the Critiques and Connoisseurs channel is down below in the description. And tonight's show is sponsored by my great friends over at Honey. Honey, the free browser extension that is going to save you money, man. And I use Honey all the time, man. Join honey.com/offthescript. Make sure you guys go and download that today for free. It's legitimately free. You do nothing. You download it. It goes right into your browser that you use. And it's going to save you money every time you shop online, man. It is so simple. It is so easy. And I love it. Join honey.com/offthescript. We'll talk about them a little bit later on in the show. Start with these WrestleMania ticket sales, man. Update on the WrestleMania ticket sales. WWE has now issued an official statement regarding the status of tickets for WrestleMania 37. They were supposed to go on sale March 16th, tomorrow, but that is no longer happening. Now, I'm going to throw a very JD-esque comment out there, but I would love to be in Tampa for the festivities. I would never spend my hard-earned money to go to a WrestleMania show. They are absolutely the epitome of terrible wrestling shows. I don't give a shit if people say, oh, you need to go. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. No, I'm sorry. You're actively supporting trash. When the card is up to my liking, then I'll decide maybe to go. But if anybody's deciding to go to WrestleMania 37 with the card that we're getting now, man, you are absolutely wasting your hard-earned money. You're better off giving it to me so I can upgrade the inside of the fucking venue. Really. I don't believe people are legitimately thinking about going to this fucking show. How could you with this card that they have announced so far? Awful. Doesn't even feel like a WrestleMania card. WWE wrote tonight, and I quote, WrestleMania on sale will be moved as plans for the two-night event are still being finalized. We expect a new on-sale date within the next week. End quote. So next week, we'll have more information. It was reported late last week that WWE was planning for 45,000 fans on each night of WrestleMania. That is Saturday, April 10th and Sunday, April 11th. Now, I got other news here on the Hall of Fame, but let me tackle this WrestleMania news for a second. Dana White, UFC president Dana White, came on social media tonight and announced that UFC, I forgot what number it was, UFC event that's happening at the end of April will be emanating from Jacksonville, Florida, indoors, and it will be at maximum capacity. 15,000 plus will be in attendance for this massive UFC show that Dana Brooke is putting together at the end of April. Now, I don't know this for sure, and I'm merely just giving my opinion on the matter, but Dana White came out and said this tonight, and then there was a WWE scramble to possibly reshuffle plans, because if Dana White is going to go out there and do maximum capacity for the UFC, now granted it's not 45,000 people, he's not filling a football stadium, but he's got maximum capacity, 15,000 people for this UFC show at the end of April. How do you think Vince McMahon feels about that? Vince McMahon, with WrestleMania, with the 45,000 fans that they wanted for night one and night two, would have been the largest sporting event in the entire world that emanated inside a building like Raymond James Stadium with that number of people. It would have been the first sporting event since the pandemic started with that number of people at any given moment since last March. Vince McMahon would have been number one to kind of open the floodgates and lead everybody through the light at the end of the tunnel here. WrestleMania was going to be used as a beacon of hope. Hey, sporting events are now safe to go to. Look at how many people we can jam safely into Raymond James Stadium. He would have been the first. Now with Dana White coming out today and announcing what he's doing in Jacksonville at maximum capacity, Vince was only at, 60%? 75% capacity? You got to give and take with the stage that they're going to build and set up. I assume that Raymond James Stadium would probably be roughly about 60, maybe 65,000. But Vince McMahon is no longer operating at 75% capacity. That's what their holdup is now on ticket sales. They went back to the drawing board, and they are now coming up with plans to go 100% capacity for both nights. That's my take on that. If Dana White is doing it at 15,000, why can't WWE do it? If Dana White and the UFC are operating at 100% capacity, we got to be right there. And if WrestleMania is at 100% capacity for night one and night two, that would still give Vince McMahon the number one title in the world to operate a sporting event at 100% capacity. And you know he's going to do that. You know that's exactly what they're thinking right now. Is it safe? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what the restrictions are. I don't know if you're going to need to show a negative COVID test before entering. I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't. So we're going to have to wait till next week to figure that out. But Dana White and the UFC really threw a wrench into Vince McMahon's fucking plans here for WrestleMania. I don't know if they'll be able to sell out 2 nights of WrestleMania full capacity with the amount of time that we have between now and WrestleMania. Are there that many people that want to attend this show? Maybe. I have no idea. But that's what's going on there, and that's my opinion on that. Dana White fucked everything up for WWE, and now they are contemplating 100% capacity, whereas we were reporting only 75%. The Hall of Fame this year, taped. It's not live. The 2020 Hall of Fame ceremony was called off last year because of obvious reasons. There's more details about the Hall of Fame this year. According to PW Insider, the ceremony will be taped this year. They plan to have as many inductees live in person on the stage in Tampa. Some of the roster and other invited guests will also be there. No live fans will be present, but they may attend virtually inside the WWE Thunderdome. Molly Holly was the first 2021 class inductee announced, and obviously we would keep you updated on this situation if I hear anything going on into the weekend. So, the Hall of Fame taking place on Tuesday, WrestleMania week, will not be live, but I'm sure you guys will be able to watch it on the WWE Network or Peacock. Whenever the WWE Network closes down, it may be exclusively that entire weekend on Peacock. I have yet to even contemplate my plans on canceling and moving over to Peacock. I have not subscribed to that yet, so I myself have to look into all of that stuff so I don't miss out on anything WrestleMania week. But that is the latest on WrestleMania plans. Ticket sales, we're going to find out more in the week to come. And then the Hall of Fame will not be live. It indeed will be taped. Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw, we start at the top, hour 1. Lashley starts the show. Comes out in a very slick-looking purple suit jacket. MVP said he had an official announcement from the Hurt Business and that they've entered the almighty era. It's not the undisputed era. It's the almighty era. Said after 16 years of dedication and decimation, the CHO of the Hurt Business took the WWE Championship once he had the opportunity to do that. He said he proved the doubters wrong and did what he said he was going to do. He said he destroyed Drew at the Elimination Chamber, and he will do so again at the quote-unquote main event of WrestleMania. I do not think that this match main event's night 1. I don't. I think they go with Sasha and Bianca. I think that would tickle people's fancies a little bit more than seeing Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley in the main event of night one at WrestleMania. I said this then, I'm going to say it now. Take your fucking blinders off, you goddamn fucking geeks. This is not a main event WrestleMania match. It wasn't then, it's not now. I don't give a shit how Bobby Lashley was booked. It's not a main event WrestleMania match. It's an undercard match. And nobody wants to see Drew McIntyre as the WWE champion again. We've been there, done that. Bobby Lashley actually is getting better ratings than Drew McIntyre ever was. So I don't know if WWE is looking into that, but Drew McIntyre's days as champion for now are over, to say the least, and they should be. Nobody wants to see him as WWE champion again. So The Miz interrupted. Nothing kills an entire segment like The Miz and his theme music, really. Miz and Morrison walked out, had microphones. Morrison had some very retro 80s hairstyle going on. Probably the best thing about this segment. Miz said that Lashley's speech was truly remarkable. Morrison says he has a way with words. Miz said they weren't there to steal his spotlight, but rather congratulate him. Miz says they're all in on the almighty era. He said these past 2 weeks, he was so proud to share the ring with him. Miz said their rivalry is getting started. And Morrison mentioned Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock, Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant, Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels. And then The Miz imitated Stone Cold Steve Austin because it's 316 week. And then he asked everyone to give him a hell yeah. This was very cringe. And the fact that The Miz is mentioning any of these names, or the fact that he feuded with anybody that is on par with these legendary feuds, is absolutely embarrassing. It really is. I get why he does it. I get why it's done, but it just comes off and it just makes you roll your eyes, man. That's not the type of guy to be saying shit like that. Nobody's ever going to believe it. So Morrison said Miz was suffering from gastrointestinal distress in his WWE title loss to Bobby Lashley. Miz says it's up to Lashley whether he wants to really earn his title by facing him at full strength. Then Drew McIntyre came out. McIntyre made his way to the ring. He stared at Bobby Lashley. They stood face to face throughout this entire segment. He didn't even bother looking at The Miz or John Morrison. And then Drew stared at Lashley and said he hasn't had the chance to formally congratulate him on becoming the WWE champion. Said they have similar paths. He talked about his 17-year journey compared to Bobby Lashley's 16-year journey. Being the hardest workers, yet the opportunities passed them by. While everybody was sleeping at 2, 3 in the morning, they were at the gym, always training, always trying to get better. He said they both found themselves out of WWE and had to scratch and claw their way to get back. And then Drew said the difference between them is what happens when he got to the finish line. He won the Royal Rumble. He beat Brock Lesnar in 5 minutes at WrestleMania last year, whereas Lashley screwed him over. MVP brought up Drew having to worry about Sheamus before he gets a shot at Bobby Lashley, and then I'm listening to this and I'm rolling my eyes. I'm like, you just announced the WWE title match for WrestleMania, yet you're just telling us now in this promo that he's got to get through Sheamus to get to Bobby Lashley, but he's already got the title match at WrestleMania. So Drew asked MVP why he's there and understand the nature of the relationship. Lashley told Drew not to worry about MVP, focus on him. Miz was in the background. Hey, you got to worry about me too. He and Morrison were standing on the apron being obnoxious. Drew says, listen, I forgot you guys were standing there. Drew said he's going to turn his back on The Miz, and The Miz has 2 choices. 1, you can attack me or run for your life. He recommended he run because if they fight, he's going to hurt him and make an example out of him before WrestleMania. He said then he'll beat Sheamus at Fastlane and move on to WrestleMania. He looked at Lashley, vowed to knock him around Raymond James Stadium, take back the championship, and then he called Lashley a big, bald bitch. Ooh. Nothing sells a championship match made on the spot with nothing behind it than calling somebody a big, bad, bald bitch. Miz told Drew McIntyre to calm down. Lashley jumped Drew as Drew was looking at the Miz. Lashley then pounded on Drew with punches as Miz and Morrison looked on. Lashley and MVP left. Miz took over against Drew. And then Sheamus attacked Lashley on the stage. And several referees broke that up before we go into another Miz versus McIntyre match to start the show. None of this got me excited about anything at all. None of this got me excited about Lashley versus McIntyre. None of this got me excited about McIntyre versus Sheamus at Fastlane. None of this makes sense, folks. Like I said in the beginning. Soon as the show started, before we even got Lashley in the ring, they announced Lashley will defend the title against Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. Then we get McIntyre claiming that he's got to go through Sheamus to get to Lashley. But what does that Sheamus match mean to anybody now? There's nothing on the line, being that you just announced the title match for WrestleMania. So what exactly is McIntyre fighting for? He just looks like a stupid babyface at that point. It's fucking stupid. Instead of doing the one thing that I told you for weeks, have McIntyre defend the title when he was champion at the Elimination Chamber, use the Raw Chamber or the SmackDown Chamber, one or the other, to crown a number one contender for either championship. Simple. It would have been simple. In this case, I've been claiming Edge should be the one to challenge Drew McIntyre. The SmackDown Chamber would have been used to come up with the number one contender for Roman Reigns. Yeah, we went all these weeks with no direction for the WWE title, and this is the way that they come up with a title match for WrestleMania. Oh yeah, we're just going to make a random announcement on Monday Night Raw on March 15th. 3 weeks away from WrestleMania. That's your announcement? That's the way you handle the WWE Championship match? If that doesn't tell you that WWE doesn't give a shit about WrestleMania, about Drew, about Lashley, about the WWE title, I don't know what will. Absolutely terrible. That Sheamus match, you could fucking sleep your way through it, folks. You know the outcome already. You know what's going to. Drew McIntyre is not losing 2 weeks before WrestleMania. There's absolutely no reason for anybody to watch that match. None. I don't give a shit if they give you a fucking Kenny Omega Okada Classic. I don't care. Nothing is going to change the fact. They're not changing the title match. Sheamus is not going into this match making it a triple threat. It's not happening, folks. Daniel Bryan's going to make the SmackDown match for the Universal title a triple threat match. Sheamus may actually get left off of WrestleMania, or worse, in the Battle Royal. After all that he's done, Sheamus gets the short end of the stick. This was terrible. Absolutely terrible. So we got Drew McIntyre versus The Miz. This went 12 minutes. I mean, I gotta be brutally honest with you guys. The fact that this match happened again, I got up from my couch. I went to go make a cup of coffee. I missed most of this match before the commercial break. I could not possibly care any less about another Miz versus Drew McIntyre match. There's nobody on this planet that wants to see these guys wrestle anymore ever again. So Drew was beating up Miz in the corner after the commercial break. He threw Miz to the floor, rammed him into the barricade and then into the ring apron, and then into the barricade and the ring apron, into the barricade, into the ring apron. And Drew rammed Miz's head into the ring steps. He was getting very angry at the Miz at this point. Drew threw him back into the ring, gave him a future shock DDT. Drew delivered a Claymore, but instead of going for the cover, he sat up and smiled. He stood, and then he applied the Hurt Lock on The Miz, and The Miz taps out. So instead of beating him with the Claymore, he beats him with Bobby Lashley's finishing move to send a message to the almighty WWE champion. That's pretty much it. Never again do I want to see these guys in the ring. And The Miz, after this, if you guys watch the show, they moved him back into the mid-card where he belongs, because now on this show they picked right back up with Miz and Morrison, Damien Priest, and Bad Bunny. There you go, folks. WrestleMania season in a nutshell. WrestleMania 37 season is truly, truly awful. Speaking of Bad Bunny, they obviously hyped Bad Bunny winning a Grammy Award for Best Latin Pop Album. I mean, who watches the Grammys? Who the fuck gives a shit about the Grammys, man? You got one building with some of the most talentless fucking people in the entire industry under one roof. It's awful. Awful. And by the way, the Grammys, the worst ratings in the history of the Grammy Awards, man. Ratings fell, 75% from last year? What was it, 19 million last year? What did they get, about 6 million this year? Oh, man. Oh, God, you love to see it. You love to see it. Braun Strowman was in the ring. We get this weird coming back from commercial break. He's already in the ring, speaking to everybody on the microphone. Made me really scratch my head about what WWE thinks about Braun Strowman currently in WWE, man. It seems like Braun Strowman's getting a very short end of the stick. I don't know what the guy did backstage or who he pissed off, but he's being made out to look like a complete blithering whee! Legitimately. So Braun was in the ring, calling Shane McMahon out. Shane comes dancing out to the ring, breathing a little bit more normally this week. And Shane asked Braun if he's got a problem with him. Why do you got a problem with me? Braun said Shane growing up in mansions, going to Ivy League schools, doesn't make him smarter than him. So Braun Strowman legitimately said, with Shane McMahon growing up in mansions and going to Ivy League schools, that doesn't make him smarter than Braun Strowman. Yes, it does. I'm here to give you the truth behind that statement, folks. Yes, Braun Strowman is lying. It absolutely makes Shane McMahon smarter than Braun Strowman. A fucking toy Tonka truck is smarter than Braun Strowman, man. Give me a break. Shane McMahon said he would never poke fun at another human being. Oh, I would. I absolutely would. If you don't want to do it, Shane, I'll do it. If it's Strowman, I'll do it, bro. Braun said they both know that McMahon's don't apologize for anything. Well, he's got that right. He might not be as dumb as we think he is. He's got that 100% correct. So when he came out there, he wanted to confront him, and he fumbled with words because he's scared. He said his mouth wrote a check his ass couldn't cash. Shane said if they were inside his brain, they wouldn't hear anything but a beep. That's what he said. If we were inside Braun Strowman's brain, we would hear a beeping noise. Or like the noise that you pick up when you hear like a phone disconnected. I don't know if we would hear anything in Braun Strowman's brain, man. We'd probably be hearing, ooh, I wonder what my pet pig is doing on the farm. Wood. I gotta cut more wood for Kevin Dunn. He's paying me a lot of money. You know, he owes me some new camouflage pants and some new gloves. Oh, man. Should I trim my beard this weekend? Where am I taking my monster truck this weekend, man? Are we going, Whatever. Spitting all over myself, man. But Braun said as soon as he walked into the building, it reeked of his fear because he's afraid. He said he knows he wants a match with him, but he doesn't have the balls to say it, so he will say it. I want a match with you tonight, he says. Shane says he knows he is stupid. So do I, Shane. So do I. He said he talks and acts stupid. Shane said the T-Rex isn't around anymore because it couldn't adapt. It's funny you say that, Shane. Neither can the creative team. The creative team on Raw can't fucking adapt. Bruce Pritchard can't fucking adapt. Vince, your father, can't adapt. You're talking about a fucking T-Rex. I wish we had Jurassic Park right up the fucking street, man. I unleashed the T-Rex on this entire creative team. Really. Braun yelled for him to answer this challenge. Shane says if he wants Brains versus Braun, then he's on for a match tonight. Awesome. I absolutely hate everything that's going on here, but I mean, if we're making fun about how stupid Braun Strowman is, man, you got me smiling. I'm gonna have a field day with this, man, really. This is great. Wee-hee! Wee-hee! You know I run fast! Whatever. Listen, I'll get to it in a little bit, but the match was actually made for Fastlane. Now, it gives me hope that the match actually isn't happening at WrestleMania. But I don't give much hope to WWE Creative nowadays. So they may give us the match, and then they may give us some other stupid stipulation match at WrestleMania. Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke were chatting with Naomi and Lana backstage. R-Truth walked up to them drinking some Stone Cold IPA. So he asked for a hell yeah. Then they told Truth that Austin 316 Day is tomorrow. That it's the 15th. He offered them all an IPA, but Naomi said, listen, we got a match. I wish you didn't. Who wants to see Dana Brooke in the ring? Truth was sipping the beer. He was chugging the beer and said, that's the bottom line because R-Truth said so. Bro, what is it with Dana Brooke, really? I mean, how awful is she? I mean, this is an ongoing thing every single week. Why does she come off the way that she does on camera? It's almost as if she doesn't know how to come off on camera. She doesn't know how to speak. Everything that she does is just fucking awful. I mean, holy shit. I feel legitimately bad for Mandy Rose and Naomi in this situation. I mean, look at who your fucking tag team partners are. Yeah, we got this match. This match was obviously for the last oatmeal raisin cookie in catering. The fuck happens here, man? Who gives a shit? God. Can you imagine putting this match on TV and expecting anybody to legitimately fucking care? My God, man. Brooke and Rose win here. So Lana face planted Rose. Dana Brooke had blind tagged in. She surprised Lana with a neck breaker for the 1, 2, 3. Who cares? Are we getting a triple threat match for the women's tag team titles at WrestleMania? Maybe a fatal four-way. Maybe include these two teams, Shayna and Nia, and then Natty and Tamina Snuka. Yeah, that really sells WrestleMania for me. That women's tag team title match. But they needed new women's tag team championships in NXT because, I mean, who the fuck wants to hold a championship when Dana Brooke is going after said championship and Tamina's going after said championship? Well, I don't really understand it. That's what you got for the women's tag team championships, that you couldn't bring them to NXT? No, but they're in better hands on Monday Night Raw, right? Sure. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston were chatting backstage. Matt Riddle, rolled in on his new scooter. He raced to Gorilla and wished them luck in their Raw Tag Team title match coming up. Kofi sang that they will reclaim their position on the mountaintop. Xavier said they can celebrate together after Riddle beats Ali. Then Matt Riddle suggested that they get matching tattoos and then go out for all-you-can-eat pancakes. So Kofi said tattoos is a little bit too much. They just met. And Riddle agreed that it was a little too strong. Riddle suggested then they get matching scooters and ride off into the sunset. Matt Riddle is a geek. A comedy geek is Matt Riddle. He can fucking wrestle his ass off. But he's a comedy geek, man. I don't know if WWE is booking him to be his normal self, or if they're booking him to kind of laugh at him and not with him. I don't know. Still trying to figure that one out. But he is the United States champion, so I guess he's doing something right. Shelton Benjamin and Xavier Woods versus The New Day. Kofi Kingston And actually, no, I'm Shelton. Xavier Woods joined the fucking Hurt Business. Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander versus The New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. This went 14 minutes. This actually was probably the best match on the show. This was very, very good. But that's what happens when you get 4 excellent wrestlers in one match. So we got The New Day winning the tag team championships. And that happened when Woods took out Alexander with a tornado DDT on the outside. Kofi hit Benjamin with Trouble in Paradise before taking out Cedric Alexander with a dive to the outside. Woods gave Benjamin a flying elbow drop. And then Kofi came back into the ring and they gave him Daybreak for the 1, 2, 3. And they are the new Monday Night Raw Tag Team Champions. Very good match. And that makes 11 times Tag Team Champions for the New Day. I don't really understand why the Hurt Business needed to lose here. I don't really understand taking the titles off of them before going into WrestleMania. Now they are without a WrestleMania match. It just doesn't make sense to me. While you have Bobby Lashley as the WWE Champion now, they are not all draped in gold. It doesn't really make much sense to me. So I don't know if that bodes well for Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania. With the Hurt Business losing the Tag Team Championships tonight, I'm not sure if that really means good things for Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania. He may end up being a transitional champion to Drew McIntyre. Now, after the match was over, we got something very out of nowhere. As the New Day celebrated, AJ Styles and Omos come out to the ring. Styles congratulated them on their victory just in time for WrestleMania. Styles said he and Omos don't currently have anything planned for WrestleMania. He says he's had big WrestleMania moments, including facing The Undertaker. And he says his bucket list is getting low or short. Omos says we should be the Raw Tag Team Champions. Styles says no one knows what Omos is capable of. I would rather keep it that way, Mr. Styles. Styles said, actually, Xavier knows what Omos is capable of. Xavier got angry and looked at Omos and looked at Styles. Styles then challenged officially the New Day for a tag team title match at WrestleMania. Kofi grabbed the microphone and asked very logical questions. First and foremost, are you two officially even registered as a tag team? The answer is no. They're not. I wasn't even sure that was a thing, but that came from the mouth of Kofi Kingston, so it's a good question. It's a good question if you ask me. And then he asked if they even know how to wrestle as a tag team. Another fine question there, Mr. Kingston. I really appreciate the efforts into these questions. Then Xavier took the microphone and said, yes, challenge accepted. So let me get this straight. You took the tag team championships off of the Hurt Business. After all this time, to put them on the New Day, so that the New Day go into WrestleMania as babyface champions, so that you could take a very heelish AJ Styles and his 7'6" bodyguard, Omos, doorman, bodyguard, whatever the fuck you want to call him, a very heel duo, and make this the Raw Tag Team title match at WrestleMania. I don't know why you would do the Hurt Business dirty like that. Seriously. I don't believe that this is the best idea you got for the Tag Team Championships. I don't believe this is the best idea you got for AJ Styles at WrestleMania. He went from wrestling The Undertaker last year in probably the best thing on the entire show to this year, nothing. No plans, no feud, no turmoil, no tension with anybody on the show. And now he's teaming with Omos, who I guarantee you doesn't know how to wrestle. I'm thinking Great Khali here, folks. I'm thinking Great Khali at WrestleMania. To put him in this match, and that is your plan for AJ Styles. How sad. How sad is that? People telling me on social media, I like this idea. You got to give it a chance. This is a positive. No, it's not. What positive? What positive is it? Is it positive that AJ Styles finally has a WrestleMania match? That's the only fucking positive I see. 3 weeks before WrestleMania, AJ Styles is now finally officially on the goddamn card. That spells so much wrong, I don't even know how to fucking tell you. The negative here is almost the New Day being tag team champions again going into WrestleMania, and the fact that the tag team division is fucking dead. Absolutely dead. I don't understand what is taking WWE so long to come up with a logical solution. How do you go into the biggest show of the year and have absolutely no tag team division? If you wanted tag team championships at WrestleMania, you should have had the fucking Hurt Business show up on SmackDown and say, hey, we don't have any existing teams on this show. We are the best in the world at what we do. We will gladly put those titles on the line against whoever the tag team champions are, whether it's Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler, the Street Profits, and unify the fucking titles. Merge the goddamn divisions. Whether you got the entire tag team division on both shows, or you have one set of champions that is playing by the same set of rules that the women's tag team champions are, meaning they could go from Raw to SmackDown and SmackDown to Raw. Floating champions. I don't understand why there's a need now for two sets of tag team championships on Raw and SmackDown. And don't give me the bullshit that, oh, it's something that Fox wants, or it's something that they're doing to keep the brand separate because of Fox and USA Network. Fuck USA Network and fuck Fox. That's the best you got for AJ Styles? AJ Styles legitimately should be wrestling for a WWE Championship. AJ Styles could be in a match against a Ricochet. AJ Styles could be in a match against an Andrade. AJ Styles could be in a match against an Aleister Black. AJ Styles could be in a United States Championship match against Matt Riddle. AJ Styles could be in a match against Keith Lee. But most of the names that I mentioned are fucking gone. Buried. They walked into catering and they never walked out. It's like you walked into a fucking murder mystery, man. Where did they go? They're all sitting at the fucking table. Lights go out. One of them's fucking dead on the ground. Who did it? Was it the butler? Where did they go? Where is Keith Lee? Don't tell me Keith Lee is one of those guys that got COVID. It's not fucking COVID. They just got no plans for him. Either that or they think he's fat or he can't wrestle. He's got to lose weight. Something's going on there that you're not hearing. Now, but this is the best you got for AJ Styles, though, right? Almost. Sure, let me see some geek sell me on this match. And what happens? The age-old question. The age-old question of when someone is crowned a winner in this match. Where do they go from here? Where do they go from here? Where are they going? If the New Day won the tag team titles to eventually drop them to Omos and AJ Styles, who is next in line for the tag team titles? Who? If the New Day retain, who's next in line? What other heel tag team exists on Monday Night Raw? The Hurt Business? The Hurt Business? The Lucha House Party? Who? Stop giving me bullshit. I seen a tweet tonight. People enjoy hot potatoing of tag team titles. They said hot potatoing of tag team titles between teams like the Hurt Business and the New Day would make the titles more prestigious. Like, what? How could people be that fucking stupid? I mean, do you just say shit for traction and reaction on social media? How does that hot potatoing a title in that division make the tag team titles that much more prestigious? I don't get it. In fact, it actually devalues the fucking titles. What happens when a team gets the titles and they go back and forth with the titles? What happens after that? Who is next in line after that team is done? Because you know what WWE is going to do? They'll find some random makeshift fucking tag team that's glued together with Elmer's glue and scotch tape and some fucking thumbtacks. And they'll pair some fucking random pairing together. And then they'll have the tag team champions in a singles match lose to whoever the challengers are next so that they could get a storyline out of it. Hey, this team beat the tag team champions in a singles match. They deserve the next shot. So then you get the champions losing on TV, rinse and repeat. It's the vicious cycle on WWE TV. Yeah, it really makes them fucking prestigious, right? No matter who the champions are, they always lose on TV because WWE doesn't have any other teams in the division to have a competitive division. The challengers always end up beating the champions. So how prestigious are those titles if the champions are losing on basic fucking Raw in a non-title match? God, I hate being so intelligent. Fucking idiots, man. Stop sucking cock, please. Please, for once in your life, take it out of your mouth. There's nothing about this that makes sense. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Merge the fucking divisions. That's it. Been saying this since 2016. I've been saying this for 5 fucking years now. Fucking Christ. God, man. God, I hate being right. Actually, no, I love being right. I hate being right all the time. Prove me wrong, man. Prove me wrong. You can't. I'll tell you what, man. Everybody that doesn't use honey is wrong. Everybody that doesn't use honey is doing wrong, man. We all shop online. We all love saving money. And we've all seen that promo code at the end of the checkout. I know. You go frantically searching for coupon codes. Can I save 10%, 20% somewhere? Coupon code doesn't work. It's been used 600 times today. I got a good shot. And then it doesn't work for you. But thanks to honey, manually searching for coupon codes is a thing of the past, man. Honey is the free browser extension that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. They support over 30,000 stores online, and they range from sites that have tech and gaming products to popular fashion brands and even food delivery. Imagine you're shopping at one of your favorite online shops, man. When you go to checkout, the honey button drops down and all you have to do is click apply coupons, and that is it. Within a couple of seconds, honey is searching for coupons it finds online for that site, and you're saving some money. I usually shop for my little fur babies online, Petco, PetSmart, getting them toys and litter and their favorite kind of food. I'm a big gamer. I got myself a nice PlayStation 5 charging dock, official by Sony. I found it online. I found it at a good price because you can't find it anywhere. But honey found it for me, and I saved some money on it too. Love it. If you don't already have honey, man, you could be straight up missing out on free savings. It's literally free, and it installs in seconds. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting the podcast, man. Get honey today. Literally, download it for free. It takes seconds. joinhoney.com/offthescript. That's joinhoney.com/offthescript, man. And go and save yourself some money today. And I want to thank them for supporting the podcast right here on Off the Script. Man, that rant on the tag team title. Every time you talk about tag team wrestling with me, man, I get fucking heated. I really do. I get heated. I get heated because the geeks in the community, they say things just to cater to certain people and certain audiences. It's sad. Titles have no value in WWE. The division is dead. AJ Styles deserves better is what I'm trying to say, man. At the end of it all, AJ Styles deserves better at WrestleMania, right? Come on. So we got the next segment. Morrison, he was talking to Miz, who was limping backstage. They crossed paths with Damien Priest and Bad Bunny. Priest made fun of Miz for losing earlier. Morrison says he shouldn't kick a man when he's down. Miz told Bad Bunny he should be jealous of his list of achievements. He looked at Priest and asked what awards he has won. Priest says he can start with The Miz. So then R-Truth ran up to Bad Bunny with an Austin 316 lunchbox over his head, and he was about to attack Bad Bunny with it. Truth says, listen, I came bearing gifts. And it presented Bad Bunny with a Steve Austin doll and a Stone Cold IPA and a Steve Austin replica Smoking Skull title with the lunchbox, of course. So Bunny asks what he wants. And then R-Truth was like, I want my baby back. I'll give you all this stuff if I could have my 24/7 title back. So Bunny was talking to Priest in Spanish. And then Bunny told Truth, listen, I respect you and I respect this business. He said he deserves the belt more than he does. He gave the 24/7 title back to R-Truth in exchange for all these Stone Cold Steve Austin gifts. And that was it. R-Truth exchanged all these gifts for the 24/7 title. Listen, man, I would have gave the 24/7 title right to R-Truth. I would have gave it right back to R-Truth just for the fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin vintage lunchbox. I would have even given it away for the fucking doll. Never mind the title, never mind the Smoking Skull belt. So as soon as R-Truth got his title back, Bad Bunny and Damien Priest walked away. Priest asks, what's his name? And then R-Truth says, he's a Bad Bunny. And then Damien Priest was, my man, and walked away. And then after R-Truth was given the 24/7 title back, Gulak and Humberto Carrillo and a bunch of the catering people who were clearly finished eating and catering, they went to go chase R-Truth down for the 24/7 title. Same old shit. You knew Bad Bunny was not going to be pinned for that title. Because why would WWE do that? So they had him hold the title long enough to show up on Saturday Night Live. They had him hold the title long enough to win a Grammy. And now he's no longer the 24/7 champion. And now he's getting a match with Damien Priest against Miz and Morrison at WrestleMania. There you go. So we go from that to Priest versus Jackson Ryker with Elias. Priest wins in about 30 seconds. Hit the lights. That's it. Don't know what else you want me to say there. That's the way Damien Priest should be booked in his first month on Raw. 30 seconds. After the match, Elias grabbed his guitar. He was going to hit Priest. When Bad Bunny came in, yanked it away from him. He threw the guitar to the floor. Elias grabbed Bunny by the shirt. He lifted up Bunny. Bunny slipped away, blocked an Elias punch, and then threw a big right hand at Elias. Priest then gave Elias his finisher, hit the lights. Morrison walked out to the ring. Miz hit a distracted Bad Bunny in the back with the world's softest guitar shot, and that was it. So clearly this sets up the tag team match at WrestleMania. Shane McMahon, he was in the ring. Phillips said Shane McMahon is looking very, very confident heading into this match with Braun Strowman. Shane left the ring when Braun made his way down the aisle. Braun went into the ring. Shane told Braun on the microphone, listen, I need a second. I'm not out here every day. This is a special moment. I have to warm up. So he did some jumping jacks and he did some push-ups. Braun then said he's just prolonging the ass whipping he's about to give him. Shane showed him a little hopscotch course. He was legitimately doing hopscotch at ringside. And he said he was doing it because it helps him warm up. But not only that, it also helps Braun Learn how to count. This is what we got going on here on WrestleMania season, folks. Braun Strowman learning how to count with Shane McMahon doing fucking hopscotch at the ringside area. So Braun then went after Shane because this obviously offended him. So Shane ran in and out of the ring quickly. Shane McMahon runs faster than Braun Strowman, man. Look at that. Told you, Braun ain't running as fast as he used to. So Braun did eventually catch Shane, dragged him into the corner, threw him into the barricade. Braun yelled at Shane, warned him if he ran his mouth again, he's going to regret it. Braun charged at Shane, but Shane grabbed the ringside camera and nailed Braun Strowman in the face with it. He then bashed him in the back over and over and over again with the camera. Shane then knocked Braun onto the announce desk. He cleared the announce desk off. He jumped off to the top rope and hit his signature flying elbow off the top rope all the way across to the announce desk, right through the announce desk. So we got the WrestleMania moment that really isn't really a WrestleMania moment anymore on Monday Night Raw. So with the table broken, he then grabbed a big white bucket from underneath the ring and poured green goo all over him. He then gets in Braun Strowman's face and says, "Stupid is as stupid does, Braun." He poured another bucket of green goo over Braun Strowman. And then he yelled, "Don't you ever challenge me again. Do you understand me?" Braun Strowman was covered in green goo. Now, I wasn't sure what was going on here, man. I just thought that Titus really went to work tonight and made Braun Strowman's favorite split pea soup. That's what it looked like to me. 2 buckets of split pea soup for Braun Strowman. This was fucking awful. You got legitimate idiots, gargoyles, goblins, idiots online who are saying, "Oh, look, a 51-year-old Shane McMahon. Why do we get a 51-year-old Shane McMahon on TV?" And then they're like, Shane McMahon jumping off the top rope at 51 years old, but people are still complaining that he's 51 years old. Listen, Shane McMahon is not needed in these spots anymore. I'm not complaining that Shane McMahon is 51 years old. Shane McMahon is as athletic as anybody else on the fucking roster. He could do whatever the fuck he's got to do. He's a daredevil. He doesn't have fear. Great. He makes for a great match. I'm not taking anything away from Shane McMahon, but does Shane McMahon need to be there at 51 years old, taking a fucking WrestleMania spot away from somebody that it should be going to? That's the problem. Braun Strowman is trash. Everything he does is shit. Why is he there? WrestleMania would be better if this shit stays off the show. I don't know what happened to Braun Strowman. I don't know where this guy went wrong. I don't know if this guy did something backstage to piss somebody off. This guy is in a storyline where WWE has the son of the CEO going out there calling him stupid is as stupid does. Pretending this guy's a fucking retard. That he can't count. He's slow. He's mentally challenged. He's dumb. That's what they think of Braun Strowman? That's what they think of Braun Strowman. The guy had to fuck up somewhere, man. This shit does not feel like WrestleMania at all. At all. I don't sign up to watch Monday Night Raw for 3 hours every single week to see fucking Mark Summers double dare stunts, okay? Green goo, hopscotch, nursery rhymes. This is not what I want WrestleMania season to be about. WrestleMania season should be serious. WrestleMania season should be the pinnacle of what you do storyline-wise all year. Should be getting people excited to want to go to Tampa, Florida, to sit there in Raymond James Stadium to watch the greatest wrestling show on earth. But yet we got Shane McMahon playing fucking hopscotch in an angle that's clearly telling us what WWE management thinks of Braun Strowman. I guess I'm not too far off on how I handle Braun Strowman segments on my own show. That's exactly what they think of him. Alexa Bliss. They replayed a clip of Alexa Bliss and Randy Orton tormenting Randy Orton last week, leading to Orton coughing up black goo. More double dare shit here on Monday Night Raw. Then they went to Alexa's playground. In the back, she was swinging on her swing, reciting some nursery rhymes. She was sitting next to an empty swing with the music box on the swing. She said if Randy wanted her out of his life so badly, he will have to take her out of it. She said Sunday at Fastlane is his chance to do so. So, Randy, are you going to take it? Before she started giggling on the swing set. Now, what does that mean? Are we getting an intergender match at Fastlane? Is WWE going to give us an intergender match at Fastlane? They'll probably promote it as such, but it'll be filled with theatrics and goo and fire and fucking more satanic imagery, I'm sure. And then we'll finally get Randy Orton and The Fiend at WrestleMania. Oh joy, I can't wait for that one. What's going to make it different than their last match? Oh, he's got a new mask on. Oh, wow. How much did this one cost? $8.99 instead of the bargain basement $2.99? Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler and Asuka. Asuka is back. Asuka's back on Raw. She is the Raw Women's Champion. Not sure if you guys realize that. So this was 2 minutes. Asuka beats Shayna Baszler in 2 minutes. It's great. Asuka went for a move, and Baszler went for a sleeper to counter. Asuka countered the sleeper. Baszler then countered with a Kirifuda clutch. So back and forth, these two ladies countering each other. Asuka then leveraged Baszler's shoulders down to the mat for a 1, 2, 3. 2 minutes. Asuka blocked a Baszler post-match kick to the ribs, delivered a release German suplex. She was beating up on Baszler's face with a barrage of kicks. She then drove Baszler's face into the bottom turnbuckle, and then she removed the turnbuckle pad and was going to smash Baszler's face on the exposed steel. She took Baszler's mouth guard out, and she put her mouth around the exposed buckle. Asuka shoved her mouth into the buckle, and the referee immediately came over and attempted to stop all this shit from going on. The referee was yelling at Asuka, what is wrong with you? What are you doing? Asuka was in old school Asuka phase, and she was in a rage, and Baszler rolled to the floor. And it looks like we got a little bit of that NXT Asuka back on Monday Night Raw. For how long, I don't know. But we seen no Charlotte Flair tonight, which was a blessing to everybody involved. Thank God. But we don't know what's happening with the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania. At this point, I don't care. I really don't care. It's good to see Asuka back. Asuka is a true talent in that division. But Jesus Christ, man, they got absolutely nothing for her on their show. Anybody but Charlotte is what I say, but that's what we're getting at WrestleMania more than likely. It's certainly not Peyton Royce. For all the people out there thinking Peyton Royce is getting a title match at WrestleMania, man. Yeah, keep dreaming. You'll be waiting here till WrestleMania 39, 40, 41. Fuck out of here, man. You'll be sitting here at WrestleMania 47. Never mind, 37. Peyton Royce. Oh, man. Jesus Christ. Moving on, man. We got Mustafa Ali against Matt Riddle. This went 7 minutes for the United States title. It was actually very good for the 7 minutes that it was. Ali was in control. Riddle made a comeback. Kipped up. Overhead tossed. Ali out of the corner, followed by a Broton fisherman suplex for a near fall. Really nice fisherman suplex for a near fall there. Hooked the leg on the way down. Really good stuff there. Ali blocked a final flash kick and then connected with a wheel kick. Riddle came back with a kick and a roll-up. T-bar distracted the referee as he jumped on the apron. It delayed the referee's count. Riddle then applied a sleeper, converted it into a Bro Derek for the win. Very basic stuff here, but the back and forth was really good between these two. I'd like to see it again, and it sucks that Ali is not in a major program here. It really does suck. Ali was yelling at T-Bar for the distraction. He was at the wrong place at the wrong time there. Riddle celebrated on the ramp. He was teasing going after T-Bar. If T-Bar wanted a shot at the title, come and get it, bro. But Ali was yelling at T-Bar. Listen, man, we got to move on from this retribution shit. Ali is hurt, supposedly. Go and get him off TV. Go get some surgery. Heal up. Come back. Hopefully things will be better by the time you get back. And move all these guys, man. Shane Thorne back to NXT. Give me Dominic Dijakovic on Monday Night Raw. Put me and him in the women's division. And Mace, I don't know. Put him back down in NXT. They got that NXT Evolve show. Put him back down in NXT at the Performance Center, man. He'll fit great on that show. Just end the fucking misery that is retribution. Get rid of it. What is it doing? It is at the point now where you're just killing careers. More and more every single week. The more this goes on, the longer it's going to take for these guys to fucking rehabilitate from this shit. Just get rid of it. Nobody gives a shit about retribution. Matt Riddle, what is he doing in WrestleMania? I don't know. He lost here, did Ali. What Riddle does at WrestleMania, your guess is as good as mine, man. McIntyre, he came to the ring. And he had the microphone again. It's been 2 hours. And people are probably wondering, why haven't you showered or changed yet? He said he saved a fortune in tops and underpants, and this is what I usually go out and wear anyway. Listen, man, you ain't funny. You ain't funny. There's no reason for you to be out there at all. He said MVP made some guarantees for tonight, which is a dangerous thing. He said when you don't fulfill a guarantee, fans get set up. You ain't kidding. He then guaranteed that he and Sheamus will tear it up at Fastlane. He said he'll beat the hell out of him and stand victorious and then regain his WWE title. But why do you need to go through Sheamus when you got the title match at WrestleMania anyway? Said he wants to see Sheamus versus Lashley up close to get a first-hand view of what they do to each other. So Bobby Lashley came out. I gotta admit, his entrance is really fucking cool with the lightning and the clips that they show of him in the ring, the montage of clips, really good stuff. Really makes him stand out as a bigger deal than he was before. But we'll pick it up after the commercial break because we did go to commercial break in the middle of this thing. Lashley was beating up on Sheamus. And Lashley was obviously a little thrown off by Drew McIntyre at ringside. He charged at Sheamus in the corner. Sheamus moved and Lashley hit the steel super hard. Sheamus drove Lashley's arm hard into the floor on the outside. He then threw him back into the ring. He leapt off the top rope, delivered a flying clothesline for a 1 count. Settled into grounding Lashley with an arm bar and then transitioned into a Texas cloverleaf. Lashley came back with a sudden power slam out of nowhere for a 2 count. Lashley then landed a short arm clothesline and then again shifted his attention to Drew McIntyre. Lashley whipped Sheamus into the ropes. Sheamus countered with a front kick to the chest. Lashley avoided a bro kick, and he set up for a hurt lock. Sheamus elbowed out of the hurt lock. Lashley delivered a sloppy-looking flatliner for a 2 count. Lashley put Sheamus on the top turnbuckle, delivered a beautiful superplex. Lashley then charged for a spear. Sheamus caught him with a knee. He then delivered white noise for 2 counts. Sheamus went for the bro kick, but Lashley got a mid-air spear out of it anyway, and he pins Mr. Sheamus for a 1-2-3. Sheamus loses to Lashley. Don't know why this match was made tonight. He loses going into Fastlane. He's going to lose at Fastlane. Sheamus is getting royally screwed over here, man. Lashley stared down at Drew as his music played. Lashley then put the hurt lock on Sheamus again. Drew came into the ring. Lashley dropped Sheamus. Sheamus grabbed MVP. And that distracted Lashley just for a little bit, which led to Drew McIntyre getting a Claymore kick to Bobby Lashley as the show went off the air. A Claymore kick, by the way, which he did a leg slap on. So I'm not sure if Vince McMahon is going to issue fines and suspensions to one Drew McIntyre, but I would assume that comes with a hefty price tag. Got to be at least $1,500 for the leg slap. But that rule is going to go away soon rather than later. I think that rule is fucking ridiculous. But this Monday Night Raw sucked, man. As usual, this Monday Night Raw sucked. The entire premise of the Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre match being announced for WrestleMania just ruined everything going into this Fastlane show. Bobby Lashley's not even defending the fucking title of Fastlane. Drew McIntyre's wrestling somebody that he doesn't need to wrestle. It's so stupid. It is so stupid. WrestleMania, the more that they add matches to WrestleMania, I wish they didn't. Because it absolutely is an embarrassment. This WrestleMania, just by the looks of it, man, is one of the worst ever. And I say that in all honesty. I don't know how anybody could look at this shit and feel WrestleMania and get WrestleMania out of it. Even the WWE title match that they announced tonight isn't even WrestleMania worthy, man. It's an undercard match. We'll see. We'll see. Tickets aren't even on sale yet, so I don't know what the fuck they got planned. Like I said on Off the Script, I think the one thing that I'm looking forward to when it comes to WrestleMania is seeing that live fan energy again. Everything else, I could not possibly give a shit about, man. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. We're going to read some super chats and get on out of here, man. Make sure you guys get the super chats in. If you guys came for the review, I appreciate it. If you guys want to head on out of here, I will see you live on Wednesday nights with Jesse for the AEW Dynamite post show. Apparently, I'm hearing rumors that Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker was one of the best Dynamite main events ever. To a point where they legit gave Thunder Rosa a standing ovation. Can't wait to see it, man. Anyway, guys, hit that thumbs up, man. We are at 702 likes. Let's try for 750. That's the goal. So if you guys have not hit that thumbs up, please do so. Make sure you're following me on social media at JDfromNY206. That's Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you guys go and get your t-shirts. Bonfire.com is the exclusive home of Off the Script. Patreon.com/JDfromNY206 if you guys want to support there as well. And if you missed any of the other videos on the channel, please go and do that. Ton of stuff that you guys can catch up on for sure. And make sure you sponsor or go reach out to the sponsor and check out tonight's sponsor, Honey, man. Honey. JoinHoney.com/offthescripts. Before we get into the super chats, man, I want to show you what I got here for the upcoming episode of Critiques and Connoisseurs. This is episode 4 coming up on Saturday, man. We are talking Stone Cold Steve Austin, and we are drinking some Stone Cold IPA. Here's a small teaser for what's coming up on the CNC Saturday afternoon. Use glasses. I mean, we got to keep it into the... We got to keep kayfabe alive, right?
Kayfabe is alive.
You know?
What?
Come on.
What?
Went to a bar and started drinking beer and more beer.
Come on. What?
Crack it open.
Love it. Boy, you really went Stone Cold on me.
Dude, I had to go. I had to keep it going.
I got all the fizz in my mouth.
I can taste the hops. It's right there. It's right there on the tip of the tongue.
Once it hits your lips, it's so good.
Man, that's Critiques and Connoisseurs on Saturday. Can't wait to show you guys what we got coming up. We got Stone Cold Steve Austin on Saturday, and then we have another couple of episodes that I'm very, very excited about. One including Santana of the Inner Circle, man. So he will be on the show, and that is coming up in the next couple of weeks. Let's get into these super chats. Let's put some music on, hang out. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight on the podcast. Let's start at the top here, man. Scooter the U-Smith with a $5 super chat. Bro, if it's really going to be Drew versus Lashley, then I'm sorry. Even though I like Drew, but I don't give a fuck. I don't want him to win the title against Bobby Lashley. I don't think that Drew McIntyre should win the title. And I honestly think that when all is said and done, I think WWE will call an audible. And I think Bobby Lashley will walk out of WrestleMania as the WWE champion. That's just me. Chris Murray with a $5 UK and no message. Bro, don't be shy, man. Scooter the U-Smith with the $5 super chat. I feel sorry for Lashley that he finally wins the big one, but Brock is not around anymore to get his match. Maybe SummerSlam, but Mania would be better. Jacob Donnelly with a $5 super chat. I'm genuinely glad there's AEW content to watch on Mondays now instead of this trash WrestleMania season, more like Backlash season. Bro, this is fine. This isn't even fucking pay-per-view worthy, man. Never mind fucking Backlash. I watched a little bit of Dark Elevation, man. It's legitimately dark on Monday. I have absolutely no interest. I have no interest whatsoever. DX Tricksters with a $5 UK. I feel like Raw has gotten so bad that it became good. It's incredible that they managed to outdo themselves in the task of making Raw worse each week. Bro, it's the worst wrestling show in the industry, man. I don't know anybody that could openly praise anything on this fucking show, man. It is truly awful. Big Ben, 2493. Hey, JD, which MLB teams do you hate the most? The Yankees and the Mets. And I fucking hate the Cardinals and the Dodgers, too, man. Fuck them. Get out of here. Bread Pie with a $2 super chat. Daniel Bryan talks about CM Punk on Talking Smack. Good for him. Theory with a $4.99 super chat. There's no way Drew should beat Bobby for the title. No one is going to have momentum with these merry-go-round title changes. What are the top dogs? Or where are the top dogs? They don't exist, man. WWE fucking buried them all. Big Ben 2493 with a $2.93 super chat. If you had a second favorite MLB team, who would it be? I would say the Chicago Cubs, if I had to choose one. My buddy Buff Llama is a big Chicago Cubs guy. Scooter the U-Smith, $5 super chat. Bro, I know it's a WWE review, but I have to point out how it's all these fanboy marks for Maki Ito. What's wrong with fans' taste? It's killing the business. Dude, fuck Maki Ito, bro. I'm not talking about fucking Maki Ito, okay? Ned Pepper, $5 super chat. Hey, JD, did you see Big Show left WWE because he was told he wouldn't main event the pay-per-view again? What year does he think we are in? He's not going to main event the fucking AEW pay-per-view either, so. Whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat. You ain't main eventing no fucking WWE show. You main evented a Raw last year. That's all you got. KC4L Wrestling Takes, $10 super chat. JD just coming through with the support. Blessings, my brother. Keep on destroying the show because they keep producing trash week in and week out. Salute. KC, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Maurice Lionheart Jackson with a $1.99 super chat. Fantasy match. Big versus Andre. What you think? Hand me the fucking sleeping pills. That's what I say. I'm taking a sleeping pill disqualification, man. Issa's in the chat. She says, I'll main event. With who? With Big Show? With Brock? With Roman? Let me set up a match between you, Roman, and Brock Lesnar. Chris Murray with a $5 UK. JD is a really good man with a big heart. The undisputed king of the IWC. And you have helped so many people personally, including me. Love you, bro. I don't know what I did, Chris, but thank you, man. I appreciate you. Scooter the U Smith with a $10 super chat. I don't know if you remember about the Vince McMahon movie they were supposed to do, but I'm guessing they haven't yet because they're waiting for Vince and the cause of the WWE to fall. Guess they didn't. Bro, I don't listen. Whoever gets the role of Vince McMahon in that movie, man, it's not going to be anywhere close to what the real Vince McMahon is. And the Vince McMahon's already failing. I wouldn't be surprised if Vince McMahon, by the time he goes, the WWE ceases to exist, man, really. Shit is completely awful. Tonight's show was a disgrace. Just like every week. Maurice Lionheart Jackson, $1.99 super chat. Would love to see AJ Styles or Ricochet on the CNC. Yeah, me too. I don't take Ricochet to be much of a drinker, but AJ Styles, I could imagine he likes a good bourbon. Scooter the U Smith with a $2 super chat. Get the memo that he already has made WWE fall. Ned Pepper, $5 super chat. UFC announced they're doing a show on 4/24 in Jacksonville at full capacity. Does WWE add more tickets for Mania considering they push tickets back? Ned, I talked about this at the top of the show. Dana White fucked things up for Vince McMahon. Now Dana White's operating at maximum capacity, which will make him the first legitimate sporting event to operate in the world at maximum capacity post-pandemic. Vince is going all out for WrestleMania. You're getting 60,000 on night one and 60,000 on night two. That's why they moved tickets back. No doubt in my mind. Raging Girl Gamer with a $5 super chat. I'm sure Raw was a good show tonight. As always, also, go Mets. Fuck the Mets. Number one, fuck them. I've been to Citi Field quite a few times. A game or two, and a couple beer fests out there, which are great. Nothing like a beer fest in center field at Citi Field. But fuck the Mets. Can't stand them. Harsh Vardon Engel. I don't know what type of currency this is, but it's 100 something. Thank you, Mr. Engel. Perfect Tuesday morning entertainment. Much love and support from India, JD. As always, Raw would be terrible. Even the go-home shows are worthless. I don't know, man. You got Fastlane coming up, man. The entire fucking premise of Fastlane is fucking worthless. We don't even need it. Why do we need it? Why can't they do any of these matches on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown? That's what I don't understand. Why are you taking this pay-per-view because it's Peacock? Make Raw and SmackDown a little bit more important. They're fucking trash as is anyway. Cool Jags with a $1.99. This show sucks. It's got to be on a t-shirt, man. Adam Powell with a $10 super chat. What's up, JD? Great work you've been doing as of late. This show is absolutely awful, man. Worst I've seen it since WCW 2000. Also, have you seen Humberto Carrillo lately? Yeah. He's on that ginger diet. He wants to trade in the letter L eventually. Either that or Titus is fucking doing something in catering, man. I don't know what the fuck he's putting in Humberto's tacos. I don't know. Slipping a little HGH into that fucking, that Pico de Gallo, man. I don't know what he's doing. Jericho 8131, $5 super chat. 2021 Raw is quickly reaching 2018 Monday Night Raw levels. Quickly? Last year and this year are the worst ever, man. What do you mean quickly? They've already reached that height. I leave the show on as background noise and it still manages to suck the life out of me. Horatio with a Canadian $5 super chat. We Canadians know Shane and Bruce just binge watch every episode of all day long. Scooter the U-Smith with $2 and a $5 super chat. I swear, living in Dallas, that them having WrestleMania next year in Dallas pisses me off, because if it's anything like this year, then keep that crap away. And you wanted to curse, but YouTube won't let you in the super chats. Now you know, bro. Now you know. Maurice Lionheart Jackson with a $4.99 super chat. I'd rather watch Speedy Gonzalez and Pepe Le Pew. OTS is the new Monday Night Raw. And JD is the president. Right here, man. Thank you, Maurice. You'd rather watch Pepe Le Pew, man. He got canceled because of a bunch of pussies online. The fuck did Pepe Le Pew do, man? A fucking cartoon skunk. Robert Terrell became a new member, bro. Thank you, man. Kratos with a $5 super chat. Forget the Church of Joshi. The OTS church is in service. Pastor JD is leading the sermon. The fuck is the Church of Joshi, bro? Nobody's attending those fucking services, man. I'll tell you that. The Church of Joshi? Nobody gives a shit. $4.99. Cool Jags. Funny how the last and best WrestleMania to ever happen in the WWE were in Houston with WrestleMania 17 and WrestleMania 25. Haven't impressed with WrestleMania since then. Bro, WrestleMania sucks, okay? The last good WrestleMania was WrestleMania 31. Even 30 was fucking trash. Outside of the Daniel Bryan situation. Black Monger Workout and Training King Club. Me living in Arlington, Texas, near Dallas. I truly hope AEW has a big pay-per-view show here, because I'd rather spend money on that than bullshit WrestleMania. Please, Tony. They need to get the fuck out of Jacksonville, man. I'll tell you that right now. They got to get out of Jacksonville. They got to get out of Daly's place. LOL, you called Dana White Dana Brooke. Did I? I tend to do that. Whatever. She should be so lucky, man. Mr. Cake, $2 super chat. Goon saying Drew versus Bobby should main event over Sasha. It's a mid-card match. Drew versus Bobby Lashley is not a WrestleMania main event. I don't give a fuck what you or these online fucking incels, these cretins, these goblins who clearly haven't showered in 6 days have to tell me. I'm sorry. Training King Club with another $5 super chat. Hopefully for us all, AEW creates a WrestleMania-like show in the years to come. I think fans like us would rather go to that than Mania. It's called Double or Nothing, bro. It's called Double or Nothing. Bradley Robinette, $2 super chat. Undertaker will be at Mania. Just watch, not retired. He's not showing up. He's not showing up. D-Style Boxing, $5 super chat. Continue the great work, brother. Thank you, man. We got a $10 super chat from About 10 Midgets. Glad I already get Peacock for free. WWE has failed to earn my WrestleMania money yet again. Cesaro better win that World Championship by SummerSlam, or I'm out like a fat chick in dodgeball. Oh, bro, you'll be a fat chick running to fucking Chick-fil-A. If that's the case. Cesaro's not winning that World Championship. Thank you for the $10, bro. Timelli 91 with a $9.99 super chat. JD, will you ever be visiting the Washington, D.C. area? If so, let us know. Your Guinness is on me, my dude. And as always, thank you for your awesome content. If I got any business in Washington, D.C., bro, obviously I will tell you on the podcast. But as of right now, no. Horatio with a Canada $5 super chat and a $2 super chat. I heard Bruce ate the oatmeal raisin cookie Dan was promised for getting the pinfall. I also read that Vince called Riddle a goof to his face. Kofi has heat now for asking logical questions. Man, I love oatmeal raisin cookies, bro. I really do. I prefer them over chocolate chip, to be quite honest with you. Now, if you mix oatmeal and chocolate chip in the oatmeal raisin cookie, love it, man. And Riddle is a goof. He's more goofy on Raw than he was in NXT. He was a genuine goof on NXT. Now it's just like I said before, it's like they're making fun of him on Monday Night Raw. I think they're laughing at him instead of laughing with him. On NXT, they laughed with him. I thought the work with Pete Dunne did was really genuine and funny, man. The Gary Sphere with a $5 super chat. Who would have thought Edge winning the Royal Rumble would ruin Mania as a whole? Should have been Bryan versus Roman and Alistair, if not buried versus Drew, in my opinion. Told you, man. Drew McIntyre versus Edge should have been announced the day after the Royal Rumble. But what the fuck do I know, man? I'm just a wrestling mark on YouTube. I'm a loudmouth fucking geek who's got a podcast on YouTube, man. What do I know? More than you, I'll tell you that. Maurice Lionheart Jackson, there's absolutely no need for a brand split with a $1.99 super chat. Absolutely no need, man. Chauval, what is up, my bro? I remember meeting Chauval in Vegas during Double or Nothing weekend, man. Quite the gentleman is Chauval. What's up, bro? My man, I saw the first segment of Raw and immediately joined the live stream. Sheamus attacking Lashley makes me think they want a triple threat match for Mania. Not a chance I'm watching the rest. Love you, brother. Hope everything is well, bro. Thank you for the $19.99 in super chat. Horatio with a Canadian $5. Imagine a Ricochet 630 off the pirate ship instead of a Shane McMahon elbow. Ricochet 630 into a bowl of fucking potato salad and catering on WrestleMania weekend, man. Never mind the fucking pirate ship. Julian, $5 super chat. JD, do you like any of these metal bands? Soilwork, As I Lay Dying, War of Ages, Fit for a King, Disharmonia Mundi, All That Remains, and Linkin Park. Soilwork is great. They did kind of die off a little bit, but they're finally getting back to writing decent music. My brother Frank just lined up Bjorn Speed to sing on his new track. Should be coming out in May, I assume, is what I was told. So you got Soilwork and Bjorn singing for Legionary coming up very soon. So my brother hired him for one track. Just the chorus. As I Lay Dying is all right. They're not bad. Never heard War of Ages. Never heard Fit for a King. Disharmonia Mundi I haven't listened to since Bjorn Speed of Soilwork sang for them. All That Remains, their earlier work was really good, and then they just got too emo core for me, and I was never a fan of Linkin Park. Never a fan of Linkin Park, bro. I thought Linkin Park was incredibly overrated. And that's all I'll say about Linkin Park, because I know there are a lot of people out there that enjoy Linkin Park music, and who am I to tell you what to listen to? I just think that they're incredibly overrated. Jose with a $5 super chat. Thank you, brother. If I could fucking find you, man, where the hell did you go? I lost Jose. There you are. I think WWE's remembering when Braun botched his promo against Brock and Paul a couple of years back because he sure looked stupid then. Man, if they're still holding grudges from that, every one of them needs to step away. Justin Strickland with a $9.99 super chat. The way WWE's booking WrestleMania 37 makes me not want to watch WrestleMania this year. I just might watch Zack Snyder's Justice League and Godzilla vs. Kong instead of WrestleMania 37. Bro, I'm looking forward to Mortal Kombat. That's what I'm looking forward to. Maurice with a $4.99. I'm just puzzled at the thought pattern of WWE decisions. I'd love to be a fly on the wall in their booking meetings. Nothing makes sense. You'll probably see Bruce Pritchard sitting there fucking giving Vince McMahon a hand job underneath the table. That's what you'll see. Chauvel with another $4.99 super chat. Also, tomorrow is my beautiful daughter's birthday, 2 years old. Happy birthday, Ellie. Happy 316. Oh, hell yeah. Chauvel, happy birthday to your daughter, Ellie. I hope it's a special one, brother. Erasure with a $2 Canadian. Great show, JD. Thanks for the hard work. Thank you, Erasure. Tony Paul with a $4.99 super chat. Right when I saw the graphic for Drew and Bobby, I changed the channel because I knew Sheamus and Drew was happening at Fastlane. There's no logic. AEW Dark Elevation personally doesn't make sense. Elevation was a waste of fucking 2 hours. That's what it was. And there's no logic in the Drew McIntyre Sheamus match. Don't let anybody tell you that there is. Oh, but he's an honorable guy. It doesn't make sense. The match means nothing. Should have announced Lashley versus Drew McIntyre after Fastlane when Drew beat Sheamus. The fuck do I know? Firebird, 87, $5 super chat. I think the WWE Championship will be altered into a fatal four-way with Miz, Sheamus, Drew, and Bobby. I'm not feeling it. No. It's a one-on-one match, man. Miz and Morrison are getting Bad Bunny and Damien Priest. Victoria Floyd, thank you for becoming a member. You're sitting at the VIP table inside the venue, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. King Cell with a $4.99 super chat. I don't understand why WrestleMania is 2 nights. They didn't even have any matches. Plus, I don't have 2 days to watch this garbage. Who knows, man? With the ticket sales being delayed, they may actually move it to just 1 night and just go full capacity. Florius Nation with a $10 super chat. Monday Night Raw is the worst show on television. CM Punk was right a decade ago. WWE will be good again when Vince McMahon is gone. The sooner Triple H takes over, the better this company will be. Vince McMahon just hired all his yes men, man. He's got Johnny Laurinaitis back in WWE because he's wanting to surround himself with people that will tell him the show is good. The show sucks. From a 30-year-old fan to somebody that don't know what the fuck they're doing, the show sucks. Every single week, this is the worst show on television. M3 Kratos, $5 super chat. Church of Joshi is a wrestling school, but I prefer the OTS church personally. Keep up the great work. Fuck the Church of Joshi, man. Nobody gives a fuck about Joshi wrestling here. Thank you, Kratos. Appreciate you. Tony Paul, $1.99. Yeah, I'm getting sick of Daly's Place too, to be honest. Everybody is. They got to get the fuck out of there. Versified with a $9.99 super chat. Planning to go to a live event soon. Who knows? TK would think they'll operate at full capacity at Daly's Place after Dana White pulled a shot at the sporting world. Keep up the good work, JD. Tony Khan is not going to go full capacity because he is very soft. But he needs to. He needs to man up and grow some fucking balls. Fill the fucking place with fans and get the fuck out of Daly's Place, man. Really. Julian with a $5 super chat. AEW needs to kick out up a gear Or kick it up a gear. Little typo there, bro. AEW needs to kick it up a gear. Live crowds, for Christ's sakes. I hate this garbage. Screw the cretins. Love the stream. Thank you, Julian. Hooligan with a $5 super chat. Don't suck the wee. Gotta love Braun Strowman, man. Gotta love Braun Strowman. Kratos with a $5 super chat. Humberto is puffing the Mexican dragon. The Mexican magic dragon. Is he? I don't know, but he looks like he's on that Jinder fucking protocol diet, man. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Gerald Cormier with a $5 super chat. Don't you get tired of always being right? No one ever sees what you do. They just take it up the ass. You're the mayor of reviews. Thanks. No, they don't. They don't. Half the community are a bunch of blithering fucking idiots. And you go on Reddit. Reddit is the biggest collection of fucking idiots on the internet, man. Holy shit. What a bunch of fucking low IQ. Just, they got the IQ of a box of pencils over on Reddit, man. Rafael De Luna with a $1.99 super chat. Another great review. Are you a hockey fan, brother? No. Gerald Cormier with a $25 super chat. Well, being that you super chatted before and you said something, I won't say don't be shy. Thank you for the $25, brother. Oh, is that what you meant, Hooligan? Don't suck the wee peacock. There you go. There you go, man. Grant LaPonder with a Australian $10 super chat. Loving your work, JD. Don't know what WWE are smoking, but why AJ Styles in a tag team title feud? It makes no sense. No idea, man. No idea. Bud Artist with a $10 super chat. Keep up the good work, JD. Thank you, Bud. Prod Just J 995. $4.99 super chat. Haven't watched WWE since October. Looks like I haven't missed much. You haven't missed anything, man. Absolutely nothing. Joshua Schneider with a $10 super chat. Loving critiques and connoisseurs. Can't wait for the Mortal Kombat movie. Either trailer looked awesome. Now, somebody get this Tony Khan clown out of here, man. No, we didn't watch AEW Elevation. It was nothing more than fucking Tuesday on Monday, man. Offer something new, for Christ's sakes. Get him the fuck out of here. G.I. Jet 1, $5 super chat. What's the point of Fastlane if they're already solidifying Mania matches? Just got to the review, so I missed a lot. Thank you, Jet, for the $5. The rewind button exists. Somebody in the chat asked if I was born in 1976. No, Mean Marky D was born in 1976. I was born in 1982. Kratos with a $20 super chat. Less donation for a while. I need to save money for a flight to Spain to meet my friend for a date there. Jesus Christ, bro. You're flying to fucking Spain for a date? Hope it goes well, bro. Send me a nice cup of espresso, will you? And stay away from the escargot. I heard it's nasty. Can you imagine eating snails, bro? Oh. Oh. Anyway, Kratos, thank you so much, brother, with the $20. Be safe, man, whenever you're going out there. Yo, Super Mario Brothers, what's up, bro, in the chat? This is the reason why you roast people with no common sense whatsoever. You will always be right, and don't let these cocksuckers bring you down. Keep doing what's best for you. It's me, Mario! Florius Nation with a $5 super chat. What about a Tommaso Ciampa versus Walter match? Take my money. Anyway, guys, I'm getting the hell out of here, bro. Monday Night Raw sucks. The New Day with a $9.99 super chat. The Asias we got tonight at the end of the match tonight is who we need from now on. The Asias? Who the fuck is what are the Asias, bro? The Asias. I don't know, man. Guys, I'm getting out of here. I can't stand this shit, man. Monday Night Raw is so awful. Hopefully you enjoyed the review, man. Follow me on social media at JDfromNY206. That's Twitter and Instagram. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Hit the thumbs up. Helps out the video tremendously. Go and check out Critiques and Connoisseurs. Episode 3 is live. Episode 4 coming this Saturday. Everything you need is linked down below. Join honey.com/offthescript. Go and download the browser, man. Everybody that downloads the browser, they know. It helps me out. I'll see you guys on Wednesday, man. Jesse and I. 199. Tony Paul. Great stream, man. Thank you, brother. Jesse and I will be back on Wednesday for Dynamite. Live right here on the post show. You guys know what time it is, man. Give me those guitar emojis in the chat. I'm jumping in the Mustang. It's a little fucking cold outside, so the windows are up. Blast that music, man. Up to max. I got my cold beverage. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday night for Dynamite with Jesse. See you guys later.